What is going on, guys? Paul James here, and in this video I'm going to share with you 4 simple steps that you can implement to make $1,200 with Google. Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video today. I'm so excited that you're here and I'm ready to break this method down for you. If you're excited to learn about this method that entails 4 steps to make $1,200 with Google, do me a favor and smash a like on this video. And also, if you're new here, this is the first time that you're seeing this channel, I'd like to welcome you and thank you for watching today. This is a place where I do step-by-step tutorials. I teach you about making money. I teach you about business, entrepreneurship. So if you're into any of those things, what you should do is you should drop below the video right now and hit that subscribe button. And if you want, you can leave a comment on this video saying something like, I've subscribed. And what I'll do is I'll actually go back through, I will read your comment, and then I will reply to it, welcoming you to the channel because I'm so excited that you're now a part of our YouTube family here. Alright guys, so let's get into the video and break down exactly how this method works. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using 2 websites that Google offers to us. One is called Think with Google. The other one is called Test My Site with Google. And what it is it's 2 websites that basically will look at a company's mobile website speed. And mobile website speed is important. You can read about it on this Think with Google site. They have a bunch of stuff at the bottom about why it's so important. But basically at the top, this is the gist of it. Most people will abandon a mobile site visit if the page takes more than a few seconds to load. So here's what you can actually do. If you can go out there and prospect for business owners who are out there who have a mobile website that's not loading fast, you're going to be able to prove to them that they're losing out on money. And you can basically somewhat partner with Google, I guess you could say, because they're giving you this tool to basically prove to the business owner that they're losing out on money. And it'll actually calculate the revenue impact that it has on their business. And this is a really powerful tool, guys, because this isn't coming from just you. This is actually coming directly from Google. Now, Google is the authority. They're the authority search engine. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that they want to be, in good graces with Google. And if you can prove to them that they're not right now, that is a really good tactic to get your foot in the door, not only to fix this problem that they have, but also to fix future problems that might come up. And I'll give you some ideas with that if you stick with me until the end of the video of some future things that you can actually do to make even more money. So one thing that I'm going to recommend is that you have a plugin installed called Keywords Everywhere. It's a Chrome extension. It's free to install. I'm not affiliated with them, but I'm going to be using it today in this video. So it's keywordseverywhere.com. It'll put a little K icon on your Chrome browser after you install it. So what you're going to want to do is you're basically going to want to start prospecting. I'm going to show you this company first, aspendental.com. I'm going to grab their URL up here. I'm going to copy it. And we're going to head over to this first site, thinkwithgoogle.com, so that I can first explain to you how it works. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to come in here, you're going to paste the website that you want to check, and you're going to hit this arrow after you paste it in. And what it's going to do is it's going to show you how fast it's loading on mobile devices. In this case, it's 4.5 seconds. For what you're going to do from there is you're going to type in the site's average monthly visitors. This is why it's so important to download this extension, because it's going to allow you to guesstimate that. So what you could literally do is you could come in and type in Milwaukee dentist, for example, and it'll say, Milwaukee dentist gets 1,600 searches per month. So if they're ranked for Milwaukee dentist, and if we scroll to the bottom, there's some other keywords, dental associates, another 1,300, 390 for dentist Milwaukee. So let's just say like 3,000, if we added all those up. So average monthly visitors, 3,000. Average order value, I'm guessing it's probably for a dentist. We could look all this information up on Google and figure that out. But I think about if you're going to get your teeth cleaned, probably talking a couple $100. You get x-rays, another couple $100. If you have a cavity, another couple $100. If God forbid you need to get like a root canal or something, we're talking in the thousands. But I would guess that we could say average order value is probably like $400-ish with cleaning and x-rays. So I'm just going to say 400. Conversion rate, industry standard conversion rate's around 3%. So it's a good starting point. So look, instantly it spits out a calculation that if they could fix this and improve their mobile speed by just 2 seconds from where they're at right now, that's not much improvement. That's like very, very nominal improvement. They're looking at an annual revenue impact. This is coming straight from Google, right? You don't have to say anything. This is straight from Google. $26,465. So a good starting point would be you present this to them. Maybe you print this off, maybe take a screenshot of it, you email it to them, and you say, look, this is from Google. This is just using statistics, and this is data from Google. They tested your site. This is what it's spitting out. They think that you're missing out on this much average annual revenue. I'm willing to fix it for you for just 10%. So if you took 26,465 times 10%, I mean, you're basically looking at $2,646. That's what you could get for that job if you were to approach Aspen Dental, for example. Now, that's kind of a bigger company, and what you're probably going to want to do is go after smaller companies. And my recommendation would be to go after companies that actually use mobile. So like their customers are using mobile. This could be like restaurants. Think of like where people would be where they might want to use a mobile device. Like maybe they're locked out of their car and they need to get towed. Maybe they need a locksmith. I'm just giving you some ideas to think about. Restaurants are good. Hotels are good. People look for hotels while they're on the road. But towing and locksmiths, those are really good mobile industries. Those are industries that are going to be achievable if you're just starting off, in my opinion. So I might target the Milwaukee area, go in and type in towing Milwaukee, and I might just start going through and grabbing some of these sites and testing their speed. So like this one right here. Now, the problem with thinkwithgoogle.com and why I'm going to show you another site is that thinkwithgoogle.com seems to only work on bigger, well-known websites, which is why I showed you Aspen Dental first, because they're more of like a franchise. But if we use a smaller company like this, Jay's Towing Milwaukee, I noticed that sometimes it won't pull it. You see it says domain not found. And if you click the here's why, it says that not all domains are included in our data set. Well, that's fine. We can still use this whole calculator, revenue calculator, but we're going to have to test the speed of it on our own on a different website. So I'm going to type in the domain there and knowing that I'm going to have to go find what the speed is from somewhere else. So let's go over to the other Google site, which is called testmysite.withgoogle.com. This site will actually let you go input any site and it'll test it live on the fly for you. Again, still from Google. It's still the same kind of test. I don't know why they don't merge these two tools together. I'm really not sure, but whatever, this method seems to work doing it this way. You just kind of have to take 2 steps instead of 1 to actually prospect. But you can see it's going pretty fast, and depending on how big the site is, it might take a while. Like if I were to do this on my site, this will probably take a really long time. So we're at 65%. We'll just kind of go ahead and wait for that to finish up. And in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to need to gather data for how much average monthly visitors they get. So if we go over to the Towing Milwaukee search, you can see Keywords Everywhere put this search volume underneath it of 720. So I'm going to add that up, and then I'm going to come to the bottom of the recommended related searches, and I'm going to add all these up. So plus 260 for cheap towing Milwaukee, plus 140 for 24-hour towing, plus 1900 for tow lots, plus 110 for private tow lots, plus 210 for City of Milwaukee towing, plus 70 for tow truck service Milwaukee, and plus 40. So that's just kind of giving us an average. So we're at 3,450. So let's go ahead and add that in. 3,450. And we still have to fill out the rest of this because this is based on the other stats. So kind of ignore that for now. Okay, so it went in at 5 seconds, which isn't bad. It says it's still okay, but it's still getting a 19% visitor loss, which means there's room there for improvement. So we're going to enter in 5 seconds at the speed here. Now we need to find the average order value. The conversion rate can stay the same probably. Like I said, that's kind of industry standard. You could do your own research on that, but from my research, industry standard of conversions is about 3%. That's like a safe bet. And you could get exact numbers from the prospect once you kind of dive in deeper with them. But we need to find out what the average order value is for a towing company. So you may head to Google and say average cost for a tow. Okay, so there's a hookup fee usually, and then depending on how far they have to go, it could be anywhere from $125 to $275. So why don't we just say like $150? That would be a really, really conservative guess. So let's put that in for the average order value. Okay, $150. So we're at, almost $1,200 there if we went and times that by 10%, because we could present this quote to them and say, look, it's costing you almost $12,000 a year. If we can just improve your speed by 2.2 seconds, Google is saying that we can probably impact your revenue by an additional $12,000. So if you pay me just 10% of that, $1,200, I'll go ahead and I'll fix it for you. Again, that's the proposal that we lay out for them. Super simple. That's kind of the method. So now you're wondering, how do you fix it? Well, you're going to have to improve the speed of their website. And luckily, there's a lot of WordPress plugins that make this super easy. That being said, if they're not on WordPress, you probably shouldn't work with them. You should probably just move on. You want to probably look for people who are just WordPress websites. The way you could find that out actually is you could type in their website and type /wp-admin after it. And if you get a 404 error like that, then they probably don't have a WordPress site. But if you got like a login page, that's probably a good indicator that they have a WordPress site. Like it would show like an actual login page. So if you determine that they have a WordPress site, it's a simple fix. Number one, you can use this plugin. These are where the 4 simple steps come in, the 4 easy steps, is just install these 4 plugins. So WP Mobile Detect. This is basically going to let you put a shortcode in on any aspect of their site where they maybe don't need to share something. So maybe they have like a large image or a large infographic that is great for desktop users, but mobile users don't really need to see it. You could just go into that page or post and then wrap it into this shortcode right here, not device. So you just put that shortcode on that page, not device, in between the image you want to hide, and it'll hide it, which is then going to make that page load faster. So it could be as simple as going into their site and saying, okay, we really don't need this large infographic. I'm going to go in and edit that WordPress page and put not device and wrap that in there. And that would take care of that issue. So that's one easy thing you can do. The next easy thing you can do is you can integrate what's called caching. Now, caching is basically, it prevents the site from having to constantly pull a load on it. Like if there's not a new version of it, it'll just cache the old version so that it doesn't constantly have to load. And you can read more about caching. Again, I'm not like a total expert on it or anything, but from my understanding of it, that's kind of what it does. And this plugin right here, which is free, WP Super Cache, is one that you can install, which will basically fix your caching, enable caching on it so that you're speeding up the site quite a lot. The other thing is you can install an AMP plugin. So there's free plugins out there like this one, I believe is free, AMP for WordPress, which stands for Accelerated Mobile Pages. And this is a feature which will help speed up the posts in WordPress. It basically only shows what is necessary and strips everything else out of it. And this is something, I believe Google actually came up with this whole AMP thing, if I remember correctly. Pretty sure. Again, I'm not a total expert on it or anything like that. I'm just going off of like kind of my knowledge and things that I read. So you can go and you can read into this stuff even more deeply if you want. But I'm just kind of giving you the 4 things that you can implement that are going to fix the page speed, because that's really what we're concerned about, is speeding up the speed on mobile. And that's what these plugins are going to do. And then the last thing is that images are usually pretty big and they take a long time to load. I use this plugin called Smush It. I think they might have changed the name, but Smush Image Compression and Optimization. And basically what it does is image sizes that are really large take a long time to load. This plugin will allow you to go into WordPress and smush all the images down, basically make them way smaller without compromising the quality of the image. It'll still look good, but it'll be a smaller image, and in turn, it's going to load faster. So those are the 4 easy steps that you guys can implement to actually speed up the mobile site. And again, you can use those Google tools to prove to them the revenue that they're potentially missing out on, and make your proposition for fixing it for them for maybe like 10% of whatever they're missing out on. And it's just a good way where you can actually get your foot in the door. Now remember that this, in my opinion, is a really good starting point to enter the relationship with a business owner, because there's so much that you can do from this point. You can do Google Maps for them, which I have a whole workshop on. If you want to sign up for that, I'll leave a link in the description below. It's a free workshop where I talk to you guys about how I get people listed on Google Maps, how I rank them, how I collect fees from them every month for doing that. And this is a really good thing to pair with it, which is why it's so great. But anyways, guys, that's the video for today. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, again, don't forget to smash the like on it. Don't forget to be subscribed and have notifications turned on so that you get notified of all the new videos when I release it. And comment below letting me know that you've subscribed so that I can read your comment and reply back to it. But until next time, guys, I am Paul James. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
You,